6 p.m. in London, this is The World Today with Maryam Moshiri. President Trump warns Iran a massive armada is floating towards the Middle East and time is running out to make a deal. The US president also calls for an honest investigation into the killing of Alex Pretty in Minneapolis and says the nurse should not have been carrying a gun. Hoping for a diplomatic reset, Keir Starmer arrives in Beijing, saying the UK can't afford to ignore the opportunities offered by the world's second biggest economy. Also coming up on The World Today, a new era for the Church of England as Dame Sarah Mullally is confirmed as the first female Archbishop of Canterbury. And there are more than 80 of them for every person in the world. Lego enthusiasts celebrate the birthday of those colourful bricks. Hello and welcome to The World Today. President Trump is once again threatening Iran with military action and says time is running out to negotiate a deal over its nuclear program. The US president said a massive armada was moving quickly towards the country and compared it to the action he recently took in Venezuela. Still to come on The World Today. The Prime Minister Keir Starmer heads for China. For the first time in 8 years, we take a look at the strength of UK and China relations. A new era for the Church of England after the confirmation of Dame Sarah Mullally as the 106th Archbishop of Canterbury. Around the world and across the UK, this is The World Today on BBC News. Keir Starmer has arrived on a 3-day trip to China with hopes of unlocking trade opportunities for the UK. A delegation of around 60 British businesses and cultural leaders have travelled with the Prime Minister, who will meet President Xi Jinping tomorrow. Let's take you back now to one of our lead stories, and that is that shooting in Minneapolis by federal agents of Alex Pretty, the nurse. We've just heard it through our CBS partners in the last few minutes, confirmation that the federal agents who are involved in that deadly shooting in Minneapolis have now been placed on administrative leave. It's unclear when this happened. Remember, Commander Gregory Bovino announced on Saturday that they were still going to be working those jobs in a different city, but it looks like now they have in fact been put on administrative leave. We'll have more on this story after this short break on BBC News. Stay with us. This is The World Today on BBC News. The latest headlines. President Trump has warned Iran that a massive armada is floating towards the Middle East and the time is running out to make a deal. The US president also calls for an honest investigation into the killing of Alex Pretty in Minneapolis and says the nurse should not have carried a gun. Hoping for a diplomatic reset, Keir Starmer arrives in Beijing, saying London can't afford to ignore the opportunities offered by the world's second economy. A new era for the Church of England. Dame Sarah Mullally is confirmed as the first female Archbishop of Canterbury. And there are more than 80 of them for every person in the world. Lego enthusiasts celebrate the birthday of the colourful bricks. More now on the growing tensions between Washington and Iran. Well, President Trump has once again threatened Iran with military action and says time is running out for them to negotiate a deal that will see them lose their nuclear capabilities. Meanwhile, the US president says a massive armada is moving quickly towards the country and compared it to the action he recently took in Venezuela. Well, still to come on The World Today. If you love Lego, today is your day as we build on International Lego Day around the world. And tonight, the UK film premiere of Crime 101 is bringing Hollywood glamour to Leicester Square. We are on the red carpet around the world and across the UK. This is The World Today on BBC News. Now, here's a quiz for you. There are 60 million new ones produced every year, and there are a lot of them already. In fact, there are 86 of them for every person in the world. What am I talking about? Lego, of course, and today happens to be International Lego Day. The date today points back to 1958 when Gottfried Kirk Christiansen filed the patent for the Lego brick design. From that moment, the humble brick began to build up and eventually became a global giant. It's now the largest toy company in the world. And I have been playing a little bit of Lego myself. Did I tell you I'm a Lego master? Did I tell you that? I spent about 4 hours making a Lego piece, and here it is. After 4 hours, I made a Lego aeroplane. Look at that. Am I some kind of grand Lego master? Is that what we call ourselves? Lego master builders? Right, maybe that is a bit sad. Let's speak now to Lego superfan Richard Carter-Olosoy, who is head of play at Bricks McGee, a team of workshop facilitators, model designers and enthusiasts. Head of play sounds fun. What do you get to do? Build Lego all day?
I used to. It is mostly administration and emails these days, but I do still get to play with Lego bricks.
That does not sound fun at all. It wasn't the vibe I wanted when I thought about speaking to you today. What is it about Lego that's made it not only last this long, but absolutely, blow up into something crazy?
I think there's an appeal, particularly in a digital age where children are using a lot of iPads, have a lot of screen time. All of us can benefit from time with their hands building something out of nothing, which is what Lego is great at, whether you like Star Wars or trains.
There's a lot of adult Lego as well out there, a lot of giant adult Lego that is extremely difficult to build, actually very, very expensive as well. But adults seem to lap it up. They love it. It's not just a thing for kids, is it? What is it about Lego that attracts adults to it as well?
I think there's some very clever crossovers with different themes, TV shows, films. So it doesn't just appeal to Lego fans, it appeals to people who are into Harry Potter or into Star Wars. There's sort of something for everyone these days. So
what are you doing tonight to celebrate?
We'll be building, there's a large Lego fan event in Manchester in aid of charity in February called Bricktastic. And that's usually the break in our calendar for new models that come out. So I'll be going home to build something for that.
I am actually building a model Lego airplane now. I know you can't see me, but I want you to know that I am with you in spirit in the Lego building, wars. Okay, it's quite tricky actually to get your fingers around these Lego pieces. What's the favourite Lego build that you've ever done? Have you done the Eiffel Tower, or what other ones are there that adults love?
I particularly love the botanical sets. So there's some on the shelf behind me. So the sets that look like flowers.
Oh my gosh, I thought they were flowers. Can you take one down? Let me have a look.
I probably can't reach from here without disconnecting things. But there are some really superb, sort of life-size, realistic plants. And of course, they don't die. They do fall apart a bit sometimes, but they don't wilt and go brown.
And you don't have to water them. You don't have to look after them. You don't have to. Amazing. There's a Lego set for everyone. Thank you so much. It's lovely to speak to you, Richard Carter-Olosoy. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Important to also point out, obviously, that other building brands are also available. Now, tonight, the UK film premiere of Crime 101 is bringing Hollywood glamour to Leicester Square. The tense crime thriller set in Los Angeles stars Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo and Halle Berry.
Absolutely, that sounds great.
Fantastic. Yasmin, always great to have Yasmin on the red carpet. She always does the job, gets the stars, chats to them and brings them back to us. Don't say we don't bring you some glamour on The World Today on BBC News. We are coming to the end of the first hour of the show. We're back after this short break with the headlines at the top of the hour, so do stay with us on BBC News. It's 7 p.m. in London. This is The World Today with Maryam Moshiri. President Trump warns Iran a massive armada is floating towards the Middle East and time is running out to make a deal. 2 ICE agents who shot and killed the nurse Alex Pretty in Minneapolis on Saturday have been placed on administrative leave. Hoping for a diplomatic reset, Keir Starmer arrives in Beijing saying the UK can't afford to ignore the opportunities offered by the world's second biggest economy. Also coming up on The World Today, a new era for the Church of England. Dame Sarah Mullally is confirmed as the first female Archbishop of Canterbury. And there's more of 80 of them for every person in the world. Lego enthusiasts celebrate the birthday of those colourful bricks. Hello and a very warm welcome to The World Today on BBC News. President Trump is once again threatening Iran with military action and says time is running out to negotiate a deal over its nuclear program. The US president said a massive armada was moving quickly towards the country and compared it to the action he recently took in Venezuela. Well, still to come on The World Today. The Prime Minister has headed to China for the first time in 8 years. We take a look at the strength of UK and China relations. A new era for the Church of England after the confirmation of Dame Sarah Mullally as the 106th Archbishop of Canterbury. Around the world and across the UK, this is The World Today on BBC News. Let's bring you some breaking news now from the US Federal Reserve, and that is that US interest rates, the figure has just been announced, and the Fed has decided to leave the cost of borrowing in the world's biggest economy unchanged at 3.50 to 3.75%. Stay with us, more after this break. This is The World Today on BBC News. The headlines. President Trump warns Iran a massive armada is floating towards the Middle East and time is running out to make a deal. The US president also calls for an honest investigation into the killing of Alex Pretty in Minneapolis and says the nurse should not have carried a gun. A new era for the Church of England. Dame Sarah Mullally is confirmed as the first female Archbishop of Canterbury. And there are more than 80 of them for every person in the world. I'm talking, of course, about Lego. Enthusiasts celebrate the birthday of those colourful bricks today. More now on the growing tensions between Washington and Iran. President Trump has once again threatened Iran with military action and says time is running out for them to negotiate a deal that will see them lose their nuclear capabilities. The US president said a massive armada was moving quickly towards the country and compared it to the action he took recently in Venezuela. Well, still to come on The World Today, we are going to be looking at Lego. It is a big day for Lego. It's International Lego Day. We'll have the very latest on those little colourful bricks. Around the world and across the UK, this is The World Today on BBC News. Let's just take you, if we can, straight to Washington. The Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell is giving a press conference. Just want to dip in. I'm not necessarily going to listen into what's happening, but I just want to bring you the top lines from this evening. It's important because, of course, it's the world's biggest economy, and what happens in the US has an impact globally. And we've heard tonight that the US Federal Reserve has kept the cost of borrowing in the United States on hold. Now, this despite a lot of pressure from the Trump administration to cut interest rates. We're not expecting any more rate cuts really until potentially a little bit later in the year. But you can see there Jerome Powell getting a grilling from reporters and correspondents in Washington at the Federal Reserve. We, of course, will bring you more on that throughout the evening.
Of the range. What we say is that
Now, vets could be forced to publish the price of treatment so owners can shop around. The change is part of government proposals here in the UK aimed at helping pet owners understand their options and avoid sudden bills. The British Veterinary Association says the plans are unlikely to dramatically change the cost of care. Now, here's a quiz for all of you out there. There are 60 million new ones produced every year, and there are a lot of them out there already. In fact, there are 86 of them for every person in the world. I'm talking, of course, about Lego. And today happens to be International Lego Day. The date points back to 1958 when Gottfried Kirk Christiansen filed the patent for the Lego brick design. And from that moment, the humble brick began to build up, see what we did there, and eventually become a global giant. Now, Lego is the largest toy company in the world. And believe it or not, here I have some Lego, which has magically appeared on my desk. And I'm going to show you how amazing I am at building. I'm going to build an airplane, a Lego airplane, as we speak. I'm going to put that together. Yep, this is, and there we go. Ooh, what do you think about that? It's got wings, it's got a nose, it's not got a tail. Hold on a second, there we go. Oh, okay, you know what, maybe not. Anyway, right, let's move on. Let's speak to Nathan Sawaya, who creates sculptures and large-scale mosaics using Lego building bricks. I'm so grateful in this moment that you can't see, and you don't have any reverse vision to see the embarrassing thing that I just did with a few pieces of Lego. Welcome to the show. Lovely to talk to you. Tell me a little bit more about what you do.
Well, I'm an artist who uses Lego bricks, which means essentially I just take Lego and use it as an art medium to create all sorts of sculptures and images. But again, it's just made from this simple toy.
We're seeing some of the stuff that you've done and it looks amazing. What is it about Lego that you love so much?
Well, I love Lego probably because it's so accessible as an art medium, right? So when people see my exhibitions, they see this artwork, they connect to it because they have a familiarity with the toy. If someone sees a marble statue, they can appreciate it, but people don't have marble at home. People have Lego bricks. And so it really allows a strong connection to the art. And, you know, as an artist, I want to encourage creativity, and this is a great way to do it.
It's absolutely amazing what can be achieved with Lego. I honestly can't believe what I'm seeing. What does International Lego Day mean to you then? I know we're talking now about the 28th of January was when the Lego name was patented in 1958. There's so much history there, isn't there? And there's so much love from fans.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is probably the most popular toy in the world. It's absolutely universal. People all over the world enjoy using Lego bricks, and that's pretty amazing. Not to mention, as you mentioned, it goes back to 1958, and this toy is still popular. And the fact that bricks from 60 years ago still snap together with bricks of today. I mean, very few products can really stand the test of time like that.
So how are you going to celebrate then International Lego Day?
Well, funny enough, as I play and build with Lego bricks almost every day of the year, I might not actually touch a Lego brick today. I might take the day off.
Really? Take the day off from Lego? What does that mean? Talk me through this.
Well, I have an art studio where I have 10 million Lego bricks. Every day I spend building with Lego. And, one day a year, I think maybe I'll take a break.
So yours is the you're the anti-Lego day today, Nathan.
Well, I encourage everyone else to celebrate. Again, as an artist, I want to encourage creativity. So go out there and build.
Okay, so I am a terrible Lego master. I've just built a really rubbish little aeroplane. What's your top tip for when you want to just get creative with these bricks?
You know, the thing is, don't be so critical. You know, just 2 bricks make an airplane and a little imagination. I think it's great. So my top tip is use your imagination as much as you can.
I wish I could show you how terrible this is. And finally, I want to talk to you a little bit about adults, because I've seen so many of the people, the journalists here at the BBC, bigging up Lego, and they're, men and women in their 30s and 40s. What is it about this that entices adults to keep going?
Yeah, it's amazing how many adults enjoy Lego bricks. I think it's great. And I think part of that is it's almost therapeutic, right? Using the Lego bricks as a way to just kind of take your mind to a different place. I think it's a good thing. I really encourage it.
Nathan Sawaya, it's been lovely to talk to you and absolutely amazing to see all of your sculptures. Thank you so much for sharing those with us today.
Thank you.
You're watching BBC News. I'm going to put this away. Right, I've put it away now. We can talk a little bit about a touch of Hollywood in London, because tonight is the UK premiere of Crime 101. It's Hollywood glamour in Leicester Square. What's not to love? Now, the film itself, it's a tense crime thriller set in Los Angeles, starring Chris Hemsworth. Remember him? He's famous for being Thor, and Mark Ruffalo, which of course is the Incredible Hulk, and Halle Berry, who is a Hollywood legend. In the movie, an LA detective pursues an elusive thief who teams up with an insurance broker for one last heist. Let's take a look at the trailer. That's Chris Hemsworth on the red carpet. That's it from me and the team. Thanks for watching.
Hello there. Storm Chandra